Welcome everybody back to another session of Wrath and Glory. All right. Hello.
I feel like I'm the only sane person of the group.
Allegedly. So, lots of interesting things happened last week. I will
if I can
offer.
remember any of it. It was so hot.
There is a point of wrath for someone who can give a recap. If it is a particularly well-remembered recap, I will also consider giving a glory as well, because a lot of things were explained last week.
Oh no, the pressure is on.
So there is pressure. Standard recap, get your wrath. If I think you've done a really good job remembering all the funny names and where you need to go and what he was saying, like there's glory on the cards.
Oh man, normally I'd say yeah, sure, I'll go for it, but I did. I was
Shocking not anyone but
The
the
stress,
love of God.
the stress.
I mean, I did mine last session, so
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I guess I can't
Go on,
do it
Simon.
this time, guys. Sorry.
All right. No, that's fine. That's fine. I was just skimming over my notes as we were warming up, and I think, oh wow, I really dwindled towards the end there, didn't I?
It happens, especially when it's hot.
So much better tonight.
Oh man. So we're back with our T3 Andes.
Yay!
That was like literally my first point. In fact, they said T3 heroes because picking them up.
The boys are back down.
And then I immediately wrote down, let's see if we remember what we were doing. So I wrote down as the next point, Lezek Denan Dynasty. I could have misremembered. Could have misheard exactly, but this is how I was writing it phonetically. That's what the Necron was kind of saying that he was. We hadn't yet been given a name, but he was like the most devoted of the dynasty of the Lezek Denan dynasty or whatever.
Lezek Tekan.
Tekan.
Lezek Tekan dynasty.
Tekan.
Lezek Tekan dynasty. So dynasty. You don't know what a dynasty is. He's just saying words.
No. This is he's just saying words to us, and this is what I wrote down. We do also learn of the existence of the entities known as Necrons because he referred to himself as one.
He did. He did indeed. You
So
have
finally,
now
canonically,
finally found out what a Necron is.
it's one of these metal
And what a
people.
Necron tier.
It used to
and
be
the
the
Necron
Necron
tier.
tier.
So we got a little bit of a history lesson canonically
did.
from this guy. Tiny bit.
Really helpful for me, by the way, as a player.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But as we spoke, as we tried to learn some more through all of the history lessons, etc., more portals opened behind us, and more flayed ones decided to try and ambush us. And I say some of these golden boys fight as well with us, and by some I mean both of them. And when I say both of them, I later will mean just the same guy but chronically differentiated.
Yeah, exactly. Nice and simple.
But he fights very well. But Gerhart arguably fought the best. Absolutely eviscerated them. Welcome back, Gerhart, with your absolutely batshit crazy rolls.
Yeah, baby.
I, as Paul, decided to retake the stage of rolling complications nearly constantly.
That's true.
Last time, so that was fine. Then we got a little bit more lore drops, more names, etc. So this is probably where I lose a lot of the glory. We've got Zarek, the Silent King, is waking up.
Svarok, the Silent King, is essentially from our point of view as the players. That is what I suppose you consider the Emperor of Mankind is to the Necrons in that level of seniority. So Svarok has nothing to do with the Lezektakan dynasty.
Right.
But
okay. Well, so that's
he is the driving force behind the awakening.
Big done.
Right. Yeah. So in that case, I've misnamed the guy that we were talking to. I've called him Svarok. Oh well.
I thought there was
Svarok.
Sarok.
No, that is Svarok.
Yeah.
Hang on. Who am I talking about? You're talking about the Silent King.
I was talking about Zarek, which I could have missed.
Again, Necron words. I'm going to type it out.
Thank you.
Because the Silent King.
Oh,
and
come
Sarok are
on!
two different
That
people,
is
right?
fucking. Oh no, that's Paul saying that. Sorry.
No, I mean,
Damn it.
I didn't type that out. That was Tom typing it out, but
Ah!
as Paul.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's. Come on.
Zarek. Svarok.
That's what I said.
I still think we're close to glory with that one. Like, come on. Come on.
Zarek, the Silent King, is waking up again at some
Yes.
point. They're equivalent to our Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
We learn a little bit more of the Necron's origins. We also learn that there is a tendril on its way to destroy the Patriarch or this system.
It's attracted to the Patriarch.
Aha, there we go.
Patriarch is calling it.
So we've effectively been given a task. The task essentially representing an alternate timeline that Svarok, not Svarek,
Yeah.
had foreseen as a potential avenue of future events.
For all intents and purposes, you don't have to remember the Silent King. That's fluff. That's filler. That's
I
just
shall simply refer to him as the Silent King.
that's anecdotal information that he's passed on to you. Svarok.
Yeah, fine.
Svarok is the important
task-
person for you.
Yeah. So we've essentially been tasked with trying to stop said tendril under our power and our merit as representatives of humanity to show that we are worthy of living within the Gilead system, which he had apparently claimed was actually under their rule. Yeah, you know.
Spoken like a true member of the Imperium, apparently.
Apparently.
How silly. This place
And they
couldn't
had the
possibly
absolute
be here
gall.
before us.
And they had the absolute gall of blaming us for the misdeeds of the fact that of the situation that Gilead now finds itself after already claiming that it was under their ownership. So surely it was their responsibility, not us humans. Anyway, but these are all of the things that I had thought at the time. We got some more titles of Svarok. He is the Paradox Architect, Chief Chronomancer, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
But we do eventually, after some time, after some deliberation, after some back and forth, blah, 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 agree to help for our own reasons. We are given a phase crystal, which is our means of getting back in contact with Svarok, and told how to use it, which I believe Gerhart has.
Yes.
I do.
We also decide, despite Svarok saying, don't tell anyone of our existence, it's probably best to be honest with the Inquisitor and entrust her into the circle of trust between the three of us in terms of what's actually going to happen, and why we might need to go to places in the Gilead system.
Also,
But we've not yet had that conversation. That was just a decision that we were doing on the way up. And so we leave. We eventually go and resurface. We are now filled with a sense of purpose and given an objective that seems a bit more than the immediate quest that we were given to try and locate why some people were disappearing in a hive city. Now it concerns all of humanity within Gilead.
You have missed
Get back up.
a
Wait.
crucial step.
Wait. We also. I'll give you a clue, Simon. It's the giant thing in front of us. we
Oh.
needed a
We need DNA.
sample.
So we need to gather some DNA samples in order for us to sort of get to a person's lab somewhere to gain access to it, and then effectively do something with that to locate where the Patriarch may or may not be.
Does anyone remember the name of the lab that controls or has the artifact that you need?
No.
Important information. I was on a train.
You were on a train. You were at least in an air-conned train. I was turning into a puddle.
Yeah, that is baffling.
Can James remember as he flicks through his notes frantically?
Oh, please, come on, bro. I believe in you.
I got nothing. It was too hot. It was too hot. Guys, it was too hot. Tapping my fingers was just making me hot.
Can anyone remember the location, the planet that you were told
Enoch.
you had to go to?
Enoch.
Yes, Enoch.
Enoch. You were told to go to Enoch, correct? You were given the name of a specific location, which was the Luminous Vaults.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Obviously, everyone knew that.
Obviously, it was on the tip of my tongue.
The Luminous
Schrodinger's
Vaults.
information.
Yeah.
Luminous fault.
You're a towel. The Luminous Vaults are the personal abode, or certainly the ownership of one of the two generals. If you recall the two generals,
There are two generals.
there are two generals. There was the whole reason why Svarok was not wanting to awaken the dynasty. Do you remember?
Politicking, and it seems like maybe this virus as well.
There is the virus, what's known as the Dyspharac. The Dyspharac, which is creating the Flayer virus. I'm not expecting anyone to remember Dyspharac. I struggle to remember Dyspharac. But more commonly known as the Flayer virus, which is what creates these
the guys that have been attacking us.
people who.
But there'll be civil war as well, like between his factions or his people as well.
Yeah,
So
it
he seems apprehensive to do so. Like if we can solve the issue for him without having infighting, then I suppose he can then further plan long enough time to raise maybe things in sequential order instead of doing it out of necessity or out of emergency, which this seems like it kind of is.
Exactly. Yeah.
His is like the red button. It's him pressing the red button when he doesn't want to.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. When the Great Sleep came 30 millennia ago, I think it was 40 millennia ago, there was the two generals. There was the Cryptek, known as Anefte, and then Lord Kalalek.
Yes, I remember now. This is where I gave up writing notes.
Yeah, fucking Necron names. But so Lord
There was
Kalalek.
also with an awesome Necron voice modulator, which made these slightly harder to hear. But even though it sounded cool, I was like, I'm sure that's not important. We'll just go there.
So you've got Lord Kalalek, who is the or is apparently the greatest general in the Gilead system, whereas Anefte is the greatest creator, the greatest mind, the person who has come up with all the
so we're going to
inventions.
Anefte's place.
So it's Anefte's workshop, known as the Luminous Vaults. Yeah. As I said, there was a lot of stuff last session. It was a big old stuff's happening, and you guys have no idea and probably don't even recognize half the words that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Both in and out of character.
Yeah.
That's role playing. That's
That's true role playing. Oh.
That's going method.
But yes. So you got given this location. You know it's on the 4th planet from Converse, which is the star. So you know it's on Enoch. The luminous vault. You were shown the star map of essentially the ancient planets. One of those planets had essentially exploded, and part of that planet, part of that planet had impacted against Enoch. So where it is now, that it's had, you know, I think it was about 20,000 years to settle and you know, have things be built on top of it and all the rest. Who knows? But you know it's on Enoch.
Cool. So that's where we got to go.
But yes, so you've got that, and then you were going up the tunnel.
Then we were going up. Yeah, on the way, 2 things happened. First, Paul gets a vision of some kind.
You do.
Of the hunger on the Tyranids.
You do. Did you watch the video I sent you, the link?
Yeah.
The one where you said it goes absolutely banging.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
You know, like the purpley, cloudy bit where it kind of like flashes and you see the teeth and the mandibles. It's that kind of in your head you're kind of feeling.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but I very much just got like hunger, just like unending, insatiable, infinite hunger.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was terrifying. And then the second thing was he got a regen off while they were walking up the tunnels back to the surface.
Did get a regen off.
And as we did resurface to go and get a little sort of genetic sample of this strangely 2-headed guy over here, we got jumped by Skitarii, demanding that we go and see Vakuul straight away.
Not happening, pal.
James and Simon's sake, do you recall the Skitarii? You have come across them before on Alexia.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember us coming across some.
Yeah, they're essentially it's the military arm of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are, to an extent, extremely powerful, clever servitors. There's an element to an extent. They were human. There is an element of free will, but you know, if you were to compare in terms of military, if you were to compare a Skitarii ranger to a standard guard of the Astra Militarum, night and day. You know, an Astra Militarum has free will, he can fear, he can go against his orders, the Commissar will shoot him in the head. Skitarii yeah, exactly. Skitarii, they have baseline augmetic codes. They are script bound to follow command. Now, they can override, but it takes an incredible force of will, an incredible amount of drive to do that.
That sounds like torture.
So it's not that they're not human, because they are technically human and they are thinking, but they are essentially code bound to the priesthood. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah,
so if they have to die, we don't have to be too guilty about it because they're just machines.
They are human. they are still. I cannot stress that enough. They're not servitors, but they are like they're almost closer to servitor in the way that free will, I suppose.
If they have sacrificed the Holy Emperor's blessed flesh in exchange for metallicness.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
So killing 10 of them means...
How how much is one human worth compared to 10 Skitarii?
So if we kill 10 of them, that's like only killing one person. That's pretty
much. Pretty much, yeah.
I'd say 3/4 maybe.
It's a very
how many ratlings?
It's not the same. Obviously, it's not the same, but there is a lot of honor in becoming a Skitarii, like giving in the same way that families give up their child to become an Astartes. There's a lot of honor around.
They've been RoboCopped.
Pretty much, yeah. It's very, very grimdark RoboCop, but a little bit more like if RoboCop was being told to do what they had to do, and if they disagreed, they got, zapped.
Oh,
like that happened to RoboCop.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
He had to shock himself.
He loses more and more and more of his willpower.
There you go.
Yeah.
He
literally electrocuted himself with high voltage energy to take the code out of his brain.
Oh shit! It has been a minute since I've watched RoboCop.
Oh man, it is grim. I actually felt nauseous at some point watching RoboCop.
Really?
The second one is insane. It has like a bit where they're trying to remake RoboCop, and it just has like one guy who pulls off his helmet, has this screaming skull, and just immediately shoots himself in the head.
Oh my god!
He's just like, I want to die.
God, those movies were good. They still are. They're still good.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it is grim.
I'd do that for $1.
But yeah.
So that's more or less.
That is more
where
or
we find
less
ourselves.
what happened.
Knife at Paul's throat, gun at Argenta's head, I think.
Yes.
And what was the threat to Gerhart? I can't imagine that would have been a big threat.
I don't think there was a Gerhart's leading the front. You've been essentially dropped down from behind as this guy.
Okay, but they're essentially using Paul and Argenta as hostages to get Gerhart to comply.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just jumped you guys, and then Gerhart's got lots and lots of people in front, and you've got a guy at your back. And
looks like a robotics mushroom.
I was about to say this guy looks like a buff Star Wars pod racing pit bot.
He is a Sicarian,
which I'm sure all the 40k fans will love me comparing.
Sure they would. In fact, let me.
Star Trek has the best lightsabers.
Here we go.
Oh, sacrilege.
To be fair, hate does get more views.
But yes. So the last thing you heard was, as I just quickly, by decree of Archdomina Vakuul, your immediate attendance is requisitioned. A strategic convergence has been convened to address escalating hostilities between the Absolvers chapter, the Orders Militant of the Adeptus Sororitas, and the Astra Militarum against the Great Priesthood of Mars. Compliance is mandatory. You will accompany us now to await your sentencing. And that has been spoken by this guy here, who is approaching you slowly on a sulfur hound, which is like a large rideable mechanical dog.
Oh god, not more of these. Don't tell me it's just a souped up cybermastiff.
It's not a souped up cybermastiff.
We've got a Gerhart this time. Humbly, request denied.
Denied does not compute with parameters I am acceptable. No, you will comply. Now.
We have business seeing the Inquisitor, and unless you're authority overrules a Lord Inquisitor, then we have our jurisdiction to which we must follow.
This Inquisitor can wait and meet you at your trial to stand judgment. Your crimes are too grievous. Crimes of betrayal. Betrayal of the Edict of Andras Tessirian. May his code forever permeate the systems. Ratified in M38 and reaffirmed by every governor of the Gilead system since. Granting the Adeptus Mechanicus sole claim to all mineral wealth beneath the surfaces of imperial worlds within the system. The Undercity falls within that definition. Additionally, your actions may constitute betrayal of the most holy of communions, the Treaty of Mars. Such crimes are severe and demand immediate investigation, reprimand, and ultimately punishment. As such, you will comply and come with us to stand trial.
Sorry, but do you see us leaving these tunnels with any form of mineral wealth? I argue we've not removed anything under which Vakuul holds claim over.
Prosecution of this is due on Imperia, but if you wish to be checked over now, I am happy to do so.
Well, you ain't gonna find anything on me.
Me neither. Oh. Hello there, metallic freakish one.
Does anyone want to roll me a DN3 scholar test?
Yes.
N3 scholar test.
All of us or one of us?
Anyone who is potentially engaging their faculties. That's a meets beats.
Right.
Argenta,
I mean, Paul is probably engaging some of his faculties, but I am too scared to roll.
you would recall, because it only happened hours ago for you and not 3 months ago for Ed, but you would recall pilfering a vault of its wealth, architect of an ancient era, to which that wealth sits within your very pockets.
We have wealth.
Ah, I see.
All of us?
Argenta has wealth.
Everyone, all of you
Oh.
took from the vaults after you used the electrical device to open or bring motive force to the vault doors, and you opened them, and inside was a vast quantity of ancient architect.
How much
Ah,
wealth
right.
did we get out of it?
I think it was one wealth each you got.
Okay, well, Paul wouldn't have said an objective lie.
Yeah. That.
Which is why I thought I'd double check with the memory
That-
bank.
is good.
The memory bank was faulty.
I'm willing to hand over what we found in the vaults that were going to be investigated. If that is all you seek, then you may have it, for I have no use for it. But what I do have use for is upholding my oath to Gilead and protecting it at all costs, which you are standing in my way of doing. There is a great threat that I must see to, and this trial can wait.
If you truly decide to uphold the lives of Gilead, then you will respect the ways of its laws. You have been commanded for this trial.
I decline. My job, my mission is more important. It can wait.
You see all around you, the air is getting very tense. A silent message, no doubt, is being sprung about between the Skitarii. This is not an order to decline. You are demanded. Are you above the laws of this system?
My oath is, and there is a magenta level threat coming our way. The lives of our people supersede the law. My oaths supersede the law. If you wish to have your archaeotech back, it was never taken. It was simply requisitioned to be tested. If that is all you seek, you may have it, but I must continue with my duties. You of all people must know this. Duties, and honor bound to do so.
Again, Astartes. We know of duty. We are doing our duty, which is to bring you forth. You have entered forbidden areas. You were given express instruction to not enter. Does the crime disappear just because you said sorry?
We were given express permission by the Lord Inquisitor. You can have your archaeotech. We took it as we saw it, so it wouldn't fall into vile Xenos or ruinous powers' hands, to which is, well, as you can see right in front of you, both displayed here. And yes, Lord Inquisitors do supersede some of the natural laws of the Imperium if they see fit to do something, if it is in the right to protect the system and the Imperium of man. Lord Inquisitors do so.
You seem to speak of the will of an Inquisitor. Show me your rosette. With what authority do you use this voice?
Do you want me to contact her now?
Surely we got something from Daisuke, didn't we?
I don't think we do.
None of you have a rosette as far as I know, or an inquisitorial rosette.
I only have a symbol of influence, but that's from the rogue
That was
trader.
from Jacob Veronius.
Yeah. No. I do not have such symbol, but it is well known that the Adeptus Sororitas serve the Inquisition, as the Ecclesiarchy has done so to serve the Inquisition. They are not one and the same, but they do utilize their military as such. I can speak to Tytrona now if you wish. I have a Voxcaster available.
Oh, Tytrona, sorry.
Tytrona is her first name. Dikaisune is the last name.
Oh,
So you were correct. Don't judge yourself.
yay.
The trial is where the Inquisitor should make her case. But if you can get her to speak to us now, perhaps that will placate our subroutines.
I will Vox cast over to Tytrona Dikaisune.
Nice one. Give me a tech test, please. DN4.
Okay.
You got a Vox caster, haven't you?
Yes.
Nice.
I can't help.
Oh,
That is
not needed.
okay.
Did not need it. Twiddling with the dials on the Voxcaster, getting the reach to go as broad as it can. You do get through. You hear that opening crackle as a connection between the lines is created.
What is it?
So, Tytrona, we have much information to share in terms of the magenta level threat. However, we are currently being detained by the Adeptus Mechanicus under some laws. They want us to go to a trial, however, the threat and its urgency supersedes. The time wasted could be the difference between the end of the Gilead system. This does not appear to be the time for bureaucracy.
What are the charges laid out?
Would you mind if I tried to patch you into the
Conversation.
Mechanicus representative? Or can I try and put it on loudspeaker?
I imagine a Voxcaster would have some sort of loudspeaker, or at least like a handset type thing. They're always shown as being these like old timey, like on the back of a guardsman type things, aren't they? But yours is built into the void suit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, as a bare minimum, I imagine you could just take out the bead and hand it to this guy.
Yeah. I know what I'll do. I'll take off the helmet. So it's like playing out of the helmet. 'Cause I imagine like the
reverberates
speakers and
into
stuff.
the
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like putting a mobile phone in a bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining it would be like as she takes it out. So it's like to her it's but yeah. So she takes off her helmet and just goes, the representative should be able to hear you, Tytrona.
What are the charges laid out?
To who am I speaking to?
This is Inquisitor Tytrona Dikaisune. What are the charges?
These three have been charged with betrayal of the Gilead system. They have been charged with breaking the edict of Andras Tessian. As you know, Inquisitor, this is an ancient and...
I know about the edicts. What have they taken?
They have trespassed into the Undercity. They have taken ancient Architect. They are offering to hand it over. But a crime is a crime, and a trial must stand.
Android authorization 816 Alpha Bravo 6692Z.
I was gonna try and write that down. No way.
Argenta just looks down at him, acting as if she knows what's going on. Like,
The Skitarii around are a bit slowed by this, and they don't seem to be approaching or responding.
You will leave these three. I have business. By order of the Inquisition, by him on Terra. You could deal with the trial later. But now, they are under my jurisdiction, and they will stand trial when ready.
This is... You can see he's almost chewing at the words. It is acceptable.
Gerhart walks over and passes a piece of archaeotech to him. Here. It wasn't for monetary gain.
He looks very, not pale, because they wouldn't change their face color, because they're fucking augmetic, but he looks very, nauseous, I suppose.
Oh.
Yeah, stunned, nauseous, very kind of unsure about things, as he kind of just takes, or doesn't take, he puts his hand out, unsure.
Gerhart places it in his palm. You sure you can hold on to this? You look a bit weak.
These items will be... These will be registered with the administratum and used during the trial as part of the evidence. They will be logged and yes.
I don't have time for this. Argenta, Paul, let's go.
As he's like mumbling and stuttering around his code, Gerhart walks off.
Nice.
Paul would slowly sort of hold his hands up slightly, looking at the Skitarii behind him. He says, I wouldn't mind if you removed that knife now.
The crackle of the taser goad is... It's not moved an inch since he's placed it by your neck. And he's still not moved, but if you sort of step away, the knife doesn't follow you, or the blade doesn't follow you.
Alright, so he's going to do like a sort of a twist round sidestep, and as he does, he's going to reach into his pocket and grab the archaeotech artifact that he had also pocketed from before, walking over to the stumbling
The mounted,
I guess.
The mounted alpha.
The mounted alpha, and also places upon his hand whatever it was that Paul had had.
Nice.
Pleasure doing business with you. I suppose we'll see you later.
Argenta puts on her helmet, pulls out the archaeotech. There you go. See, we can play nice. Well, enjoy digging around in caves and such.
Hold on, you two. Hang on, what is this accent? I'm defaulting to Chiron.
All right there, my lover.
All right there. I've suddenly taken a slight turn in the warp.
I'm a bit of a trickster, you see.
Ooh.
No. One moment.
Gerhart. For context, as you before you carry on, sorry, Paul.
Yep.
As Gerhart heads towards the back end of the room, you would see a final smaller squadron of Skitarii at the back. They have this large-looking rifle that is essentially mounted against a bit of rubble on the floor. A transuric arquebus. Jesus Christ, how the fuck do you say that?
Good luck with that one, mate.
How are you meant to say that?
Hang on, post it in chat. Let us all have a go.
Yeah. Transuric arquebus.
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 Yeah.
Transuric Arquebus.
Yeah.
Anyway, that.
Basically a big fucking gun.
It's a big fucking gun. The heavy fucking gun. And it's kind of braced against rubble and is aiming down the corridor through these double doors. But Simon,
Gerhart
sorry.
reflexively, when he sees that, his left hand just like imperceptible. It's at a speed. His hand's already on the hilt. It's like his reflexes, his training. As soon as he sees that, he's got his power sword ready.
Nice. But yes, sorry, Paul, you were talking.
So Paul would say, Gerhart, Argenta,
Yes.
one moment. Let's not forget the sample we need.
Okay.
If either of you have got a knife, now would be the time.
Of course. I have one at my hip.
Perfect.
You ever played knifey spoony before?
That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
That's a spoon.
I will carve a bit of flesh and muscle from this ugly creature's hide.
Nice.
With me Astartes knife.
In terms of what you're doing, is it are you trying to cut a certain thing? Are you just trying to like take a chunk of meat? Are you trying to be precise? What are you doing? Brain.
I want brain. I want brain tissue.
Okay. Are you trying to be surgical about this? Are you trying to remove the brain, or are you just literally trying to take a bit of brain?
I think I would, because it's armor piercing. He'd actually use, and with his strength, he'd actually use the great knife like a massive scalpel to like circle around the skull and
Like taking a sample of grass, but it's a brain.
Yeah.
And
Pop up
sorry,
the dome, get some brain matter.
Are you taking the brain, or are you just taking a piece of brain?
How big's the brain? It's a big creature, right?
Big creature. It's probably. I mean, there's two heads, so you know there's two brains.
I'll take a hemisphere if that's too big.
A hemisphere.
Yeah.
A half of the brain. Yeah.
Half the brain. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you could take a full brain. I'm just wondering from your point of view. Are you trying to like? I suppose where I'm going is if you were trying to like surgically remove it, trying to keep it intact and take out the spinal column and do that kind of thing, that feels like a roll. If you're literally just trying to scoop a bit of brain out with your knife, that's not a roll because Gerhart can fucking scoop a bit of brain onto his knife.
I think because I mean he's no biologist or he's no medicine's not his thing. We need DNA. He thinks brain tissue probably has the most highest concentration of DNA. So just a scoop of that, really, just a sludge pile, and that means he won't have to cart around a massive brain around. He doesn't have a backpack, so unless he puts it down his Astartes pants,
Gnarly.
Yeah. Nice. So
probably put it in like the side belt. I'm sure they have like little.
they have
compartments for
little
stuff.
pouches on their on their
That's going to need a thorough cleaning later.
That is going to need a bit of a cleaning.
Yeah.
Cool. So just adding something to your pouch. Yeah.
Oh,
you got some brain matter.
Objectives.
Roll some objectives. Good point.
Oh yeah.
I got the same one, and it was the one from last week, like 3 fucking times.
I've already done mine. Clarify your duty or lack thereof. I just, in current circumstances, I literally said,
I'll give that.
Oh yeah, baby.
I will
Nice.
give that.
Well, that's nice
So-
and easy. I've got to appraise another individual for psychic potential.
Do it.
Good luck
Well,
with
you
that.
could you could appraise Gerhart and say, "Yeah, you're shit, mate. It's not happening."
You haven't got any.
Not your jam.
Nice. So all these Skitarii Rangers, they're very. They've gone from being this uniform, structured, strong chain to essentially being what's like a slightly malfunctioning robot. Gerhart, you have cracked open this skull and you've scooped out some brain matter and added it to one of your pouches. Argenta, were you trying to do something?
No, she was just going to say, my lord, at some point with that sample, we will need to find a container that will be able to keep it from external effects
Contamination?
and damages. Yeah, external contamination and effects. I think the pouch will do for
Agreed.
now, but we will need to find some form of container.
Agreed.
Also, I must add, it's rather gross.
Well, my next stop was potentially Castle Gregori. It's the closest place where I could rearm. You're welcome to come with if you like. If we're going to be chasing some Primarch, I want to be as ready as we can be. And my armor is still defective.
I'm assuming she wouldn't have heard of it, right? I'm gonna go with that.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
I
not-
mean, it's not a hidden place. It is a well-known, established Absolver's castle. If you were from the system, I'd say absolutely, you definitely heard
that's
of
what I
it.
mean.
Whether you've
she's
heard of it
a-
or not, I suppose would be up to the conversations you've had with Gerhart. I don't think you've really.
I don't think so. I don't think he's spoken about it. I'm gonna go with that. Well, I don't know what this place is like, but at some point I will have to refill my retinue of novitiate.
You won't find this such at Castle Gregori. It's full of initiates and Astartes. It is not usually open to mortals. However, extenuating circumstances require breaking the mold.
When we go there, I'm sure we will have to arrive back to some form of city with, well, a spaceport so we can exit the system.
And then however long it'll take us to get to Ostia.
Exactly.
Enoch.
Enoch, yeah.
Enoch.
Yes, that will provide.
That's what I said.
Yes, exactly. Holy, lovely Enoch. That will give me plenty of time to find some new recruits for the Order of our Martyred Lady. Yes, but anything else we should know about this castle?
Well, to get there it'll be quite a long trek on foot. I once did it as an initiate, as a part of a test. Those who died did not make the cut, did not become Astartes. It is cold, inhospitable, and irradiated. It will not be easy, but there are armaments and ways to repair our armor.
Right.
Provisions,
We're not-
rations.
That sounds like a plan. We're not initiates. We're not necessarily expected to walk there, are we? Considering time constraints and the arguments that we literally just made.
Well, we can see if Tytrona might be able to give us a vehicle. I will say though, that's also a definite reason why we would need to keep that sample secured. I doubt it would deal well with radiation.
If we could have a vehicle travel, that would certainly cut down on time and make it far less perilous. Many have died on its travels, but many aren't like you two.
The power armor should keep me safe for a while. But yes, ideally, I would prefer not to walk, but if needs must.
It would take you ages, though, to be fair, Argenta.
Yeah, for context, walking from where you are to Castle Grigori, that would be similar to walking from probably France to the South Pole.
Fuck me.
Oh, now I'm curious. Google Maps.
Yes, I really would prefer to get a vehicle or some form of, I don't know. There's probably not a mag train, is there?
No. Grigori is well hidden.
Oh. We will need a vehicle of some kind. Anyway.
Got any ideas? I'm fresh out.
Well, we can ask Tytrona. We debrief. And let her know the situation. And then hopefully she will give us vehicles to get where we need to go. Oh, ideally, maybe even, who knows, air transport. If we... You know what? Not in this system. Who am I kidding?
Tom, is there any dangerous creatures on the way there as well? Anything that Gerhart would have fought on his way to Castle Grigori?
You would know that the area around Castle Grigori is fraught with danger, fauna of various different kinds. In fact, it's almost a rite of passage that some of the younger, or not younger, the slightly more veteran of the initiates would be sent out to kill some of these megafauna. So it is perilous. Many people die walking there. Many people don't make it to the castle, whether that's hunted by apex predators, whether that's famine, whether that's the cold. So yeah, you'd know that the castle itself is essentially impenetrable, but the lands around are good hunting.
And how many miles? Did you check, Simon? How many miles is that?
It was hard to. Oh, hang on. I can do.
Would walk 10,000 miles an hour.
Essentially, walking from here to the rough east side of China is about 3,000 and something miles, which is a proxy. But let me have a quick look.
Okay,
I can do something else.
I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. This is just for roleplay fluff. So, and I did this before I was in Astartes, right? This is when I was still a man.
You did this before you were in Astartes, but you, for one, you're not from Tora Armis, are you? You're from Gilead Primus,
Gilead Primus, yeah.
Yeah, which is a little bit closer anyway. There is a
9,000 miles.
There is a mag train that will take you closer, but it won't take you the whole way. So you'd still
is that
be
mag train close to us?
No, it'd be from Gilead Primus.
And how far away is Gilead Primus from us?
Depending on how you're traveling. If you're walking it, again, it's, we're talking days, not hours.
Okay.
But isn't there a train from here to Gilead Primus?
There used to be.
Ah, bollocks.
So
right. Okay, so it could be a case of, because mag train's 100% going to be quicker than car. I guess we can't.
Flight would be a simple option if you can find a way to flight.
Oh, that's what I said. But I doubt it. We could try.
Castle Gogori is thousands of miles away. Cold, radioactive, and the creatures there are deadly in themselves. It is, for intents and purposes, if you're not in the air, it is highly dangerous. Only then, when you pass that test, you are even considered to being Astartes. I barely made the walk myself.
Well, that stands testament to you there, Gerhart, but again, we're not necessarily looking to join. And you've already done it.
But we do need armaments. And there is plenty at Castle Gogori.
Oh,
And it is the closest
I agree.
one-stop that we can find.
Oh, yes.
I agree. I think it's probably worth taking a visit to your old place of origins. I'm just debating, why don't we just fly there?
I'm waiting for Argenta to make the call.
Well, I just said very impatient of you two. I just said I was going to request air travel. Fine. Could we just, exit away from the clickety clackers?
Yes. Let's move away from the clankers.
Racist.
Yes. What a bunch of clankers.
That's what everyone calls them.
Can't be racist to a race that doesn't exist.
Tis true.
Fuck, I love TFS Freezer. So funny.
Oops.
Oh, shit, mate.
There's nowhere to go. It's a void.
There is a
So
void.
as we head outside, I will pop on the. Ooh, actually,
Hang on. Pause.
Pausing.
As you step outside, you step out of this ancient and crumbling manufactorum, where you had once parked your trusty vehicle. The vehicle is still there, but
But it's been clamped.
not been clamped, but the hood of the engine has been raised up. You do also see an Archaeopter, which looks a little bit like this. A fixed wing aircraft used by the Adeptus Mechanicus. The wings give the Archaeopter a bat-like or insectoid appearance. It seems to be waiting patiently, no doubt to take you to your trial.
what the hell have they done with our vehicle?
Disabled it. No doubt. Just in case we tried to escape.
Well, why do we undisable it? I'm sure they wouldn't want to permanently destroy an asset of the Minotaurum.
Nothing surprises me with those clankers.
Do you know how to fix the vehicle? I wouldn't say I am adept. Though, I do have 5 total dice, which isn't bad.
I only have 3 when it comes to technology.
I could help with some holy. I have a 7 for tech. Oh, 2 for to give to tech. But I have 7 total.
Let me take a look. If they haven't done such a mess, I might be able to put it back together.
Tom, can I help with my holy power.
Holy
with-
power.
Yes, the by his will. So the depth of your faith allows you to call upon the God Emperor to assist you when you work with another of his children. When you help a character with the Imperium keyword, you add triple the number of bonus dice if you spend one faith.
You do. How are you helping Gerhart as he hasn't even told you what he's going to do? Gerhart, what are you doing?
Well, I am looking at the popped hood, and I am seeing what has been done to it, and looking over it, like just looking over it, going, all right, what's been taken, what's been moved, what's been pulled.
Sure. Give me an investigation roll, please. It'll be a DN of 6.
Okay.
Is this where you're helping,
DN of
Argenta?
6.
Well, okay, so I can help with investigation with a 1. What is
That
your
will bring me to it.
investigation?
It's a 4.
Oh, okay. Right then. Can I use my tech and then use my thingy?
If it's investigation, I can also throw in some help here.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Like if we're opening up the hood and having a look around, I
Mm.
suppose
The hood is
Paul
already
would sort of-
open, waiting for you.
Yeah, so I suppose we might be leaning in. Paul might go, as he's a slightly slighter fellow, might actually go in and look at the engine from underneath. Sort of crawls under there and says, "I'll see what I can see down here. You describe to me what you see, and I'll describe what I see. If I see anything that's maybe slightly untoward, I'll point you to it. Maybe grab your attention."
Okay, good plan. What do I get?
So you'll get +1 from me at least.
Okay, so that's +1 from Paul and Argenta. You're doing your thing to give a +3, or are you not doing your thing to give a +1?
I'm going to. I use tech.
Have you ever taken apart a vehicle before?
No.
You've shown knowledge around cogitators. Your tech test will be great when you need to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
determining what we think might be broken.
Right. Well, okay then. I'll just give the 1 with the investigation.
Gerhart, please
DN6.
give me your DN6 with a +2 to your bonus dice.
Okay, so DN6, dice pool 6. Here we go, boys.
6 wrath. Come on.
Come on.
You got this.
Yeah.
Type cannot read properties, null. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that again. Investigation, dice pool 6, DN 6. Roll. Type era cannot read properties of null.
Hang on. I'm just going to do this for you. I was going to say I'll allow your Space Marine implant to help you with this.
Ooh.
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know why it let me roll and it didn't let you roll. What does it say when you click roll?
Cannot read properties of null. Reading speaker data. I can't roll anything, actually. I can't roll.
Do you... Have I not assigned you to...
I'm just gonna see if it lets me roll.
Oh no. All players...
Yeah.
Just let me roll. I'm gonna delete that.
We'll send you a screenshot of what that is, by the way. It's in the chat. I'll leave 5 just in case.
Is that you rolling now? No, that's Argenta rolling.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if it worked.
Prototype token.
Alright. Try again.
You're definitely allocated to Gerhart.
Investigation related to Space Marine. Good stuff. Gives me 7. Go back to 7.
Roll.
I just had to refresh.
There you go. And you rolled a 5.
Oh, that's a better one.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm going to use a point of wrath because why not?
Why not?
Oh,
Nice. 7. You pass. So combined, you're all helping out. Paul has managed to get his more slight frame underneath the engine of this, underneath the vehicle. He's checking around. Gerhart, you're leant over the engine itself with the hood raised up. Argenta is doing something.
Pointing at stuff.
Pointing at stuff fervently.
Okay.
And you do notice on the engine itself, it appears like these small tube-like items are missing from the larger engine itself. So there is clearly something that has been taken out or unscrewed out of the main part of the engine, which is preventing it from turning over.
they've taken the spark plugs. This is not something we can fix. We just must put them back in.
Right.
Do we need
What?
to
We could just turn
ask
back.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why? Oh. They knew that when we left. They could have just said, oh, hey, we took your fucking spark plugs. We just... Cool.
You seem to have a better touch with the magenta. I fear what happens if I go inside again.
Fine. Right.
I might be able to support you, perhaps. As someone within mass station. So, Paul would follow behind.
You come back into the room. It is still a scene of almost being frozen in time. The Skitarii Rangers, the more juvenile agents of the Skitarii, they are essentially stood still, weapons in hand, lolled down in a non-readied state. The Alpha steps towards you as you re-enter the room.
Well, hello there.
What
We appear
happened?
to be well, we are missing our equipment to start our vehicle, which I can only assume that you guys removed said spark plugs.
We enacted the holy rites of disablification the engine.
Yes, indeed. We saw that. Now, could we please have our plugs, tubes
Well,
back?
well, we would like to enact the holy act of re-enablification.
Yes, that.
Do you know the incense? The prayers? Are you trained in the mechanics ways?
I am a sister. I am all about praying in candles.
She's correct.
He gingerly reaches behind his back. Again, he seems so unsure of He's gone. He's become polar opposites. He was all about certainties and knowing, and all of a sudden he's very unsure of things, and he slowly brings forth a couple of these spark plugs. James, well done. And he doesn't hand them to you, he just kind of brings them round to his front as he sort of looks at them.
Ah, yes. This is exactly what the phalangodoobs. Yes, thank you. I'll definitely light the candles and sing the prayers. We all believe in the God Emperor, do we not?
There was a reason we took these out. We were to stop enemies of the Imperium.
Well, there's a bunch of dead ones of them here. Maybe you want to look down that hole. But
The
right.
enemies of the Imperium have been stopped, have been halted. We are therefore reacquiring this asset in the name of the Imperium. Thank you
Yes.
very much for your service, Alpha. You have done a good job securing and defending it for us. We shall be taking it off your hands now.
Ooh. Ooh, Paul coming in with the certainty. Leaning into his commissar role.
I know, love it. Sploosh.
Yes, commissar. Right. You. Tidy the bodies. We need to burn them. Finish up here
As he
and we'll
says,
head back.
Take your time. Make sure you do a thorough job.
As these almost frozen limbs, they begin to kind of squeak back into life, and the
I
bodies,
don't think they had lungs anymore.
the Skitarii start piling up the bodies into the center of the room, as some of the others start looking for combustible materials. Yes, Argenta.
As she grabs the tubes, nods at Paul, and as they walk away, she just turns around to Paul. Did you get that code that was said? I feel like that would be something very handy to know.
Quietly back, I wish I did, but where I was stood, it was somewhat muffled from the echoes of your helmet. Whatever it was, seems to be some kind of Mechanicus logic bomb.
It most certainly was the bomb. But yes, Gerhart, we have your tubal dangles.
Brilliant. Let's put him in and head towards Castle Gogori. Or potentially the mag train, whatever would be quicker. I've only walked there once. So, whatever method of travel is faster, we will see.
Well, I think we get in the car, we get a little bit further away. I'll be honest, I do not trust the communications until we get a bit further before I contact Tytrona. I don't think it'd be wise to relay said information so close.
I'd be careful how much information you relay in general. No matter how far we get. Keep it vague, but pertinent.
But she's an Inquisitor. Why would I not trust her?
No, I'm not talking about the Inquisitor. I'm talking about who might be listening.
Ah, yes. That is a very salient point.
This information is magenta level secret. We might be able to trust the Inquisitor, but if any of the Magos got word of what is underneath?
Yes. Yes, we'd have to tell her we need to meet at a location, preferably with air transport.
Agreed. I believe we do have communique at Castle Grigor. It is well shielded. You may be able to do your communique from there.
But then how would we get the air transport to get to Grigori?
Vague.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. I thought she would meet us and then we get the transport. But yeah, fair enough. Yes.
If she's willing to come all this way, then...
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, you make a good point. She may not want to do that. And then we can relay the message somewhere much safer. No, excellent. Right.
Excellent. What?
The car. This vehicle. Now, give me a second as she starts lighting a candle.
Nice. You're gonna
I just picture you've got like a dedicated pocket within your armor, just filled to the brim with candles for any moment.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. The emergency candle fund.
Well, yeah, she sticks it on her power pack because you always see like Sisters of Battle with candles on like the edge of their power pack. She just like it like slots on. It has like a little magnetic undercover, so it just sticks. Little flamer. Not the actual flamer, you know, the light bit.
Yeah. The
there's
pilot
a little
torch,
extension
isn't it?
to a thumb.
Yeah, the pilot torch. Yeah, the pilot torch.
Yeah. Nice.
On her shoulder, and she begins to stop trying to fix this. Well, plug it in.
Nice. Yeah. That'll be a tech roll then, please. As you enact these rites, it will be a DN3 as you are following proper procedure of reinvigorating this.
I'm so sorry, boys. I'm so sorry. I'm shifting for a better result. Hoping.
1 in 6. 1 in 6.
Mate, we've
There's not been a lot of complications so far this session.
to be fair, it was Tom's roll that was
my roll that got the complication.
I'm very glad about that.
Okay, so you enact the rite. You bring forth the machine spirit of your trusty vehicle. And after a little bit of tinkering, the engine does turn over. And as you all clamber back inside, I cannot remember who the pilot is. I think it's Gerhart.
Oh, it's Gerhart, yeah, for sure.
It's Gerhart, yeah.
Amazing. So, Argenta, you perform your task admirably. The engine works. It purrs away. You have put it exactly where it needs to be. Gerhart, you get into the driver's seat, and the first thing you notice is a very, very low fuel tank.
Oh, fuck!
How much promethium do you have left in your tanks, sister?
Let me have a look. Oh, we refilled it. Sick. I've got 3. She just whacks out 3. One of them's on the actual flamer. Yeah. So she pulls out 2 cans. I have 1 attached, and I have 2 canisters here.
We're going to have to dump them into the tank. We're almost on empty.
Well, if needs must, for the Imperium. Gilead, it seems you always have to make do with what you have.
Are you dumping one or two in?
She's learning.
I want to dump in one. See, I'm gonna ask how much it's filled up to Gerhart.
Sure. You take this red canister. They're, these aren't jerry cans. They are quite small to be portable and allowable on your person. Twisting the lid off of the canister and pouring the sacred promethium directly into the tank. Gerhart has a question.
Can I use a point of wrath as a narrative declaration that the inside of the vehicle there is a emergency jerry can of promethium as well?
We haven't done that in a while. Fuck yeah.
Oh. Okay, what I'll say is, as you pour the first of the canisters in, it goes from essentially hovering around empty, and it goes up by about 20%.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
So that's your first one's gone in.
So, Gerhard, I've got 2 more left. How are we looking?
20%.
Okay. She unclips the second one and puts it in.
You put it in, and again, that dial just hovers up, and it's gone up to about 35% now. Just not quite
35.
halfway.
Well, needs must. Undoes the final one on her flamer and puts it in.
If you want to make that narrative declaration, you can do. You've got 35. You've got 35% of a full tank here. That could easily get you back to Bastion Laurifer. That could get you around the city. It's not going to drive you all the way down to Castle Grigori. That's a hell of a long range. Well, that's where you originally came from, wasn't it? When you
we know Laurifer well.
Yeah, that's funny.
We do, yes.
That's funny. We went from the and that. That's cool.
So, but I'm giving you that information because you can obviously throw in more if you want. I'm just telling you, what you would know.
Okay.
Looks like there might be enough to get us back to Bastion Laurifer. Come back inside, Argenta. We'll head off and see if we can get better means for transportation to get to Grigori.
No worries. Oh, thank you for updating, Tom. Cool. Yes, no worries. Clumps into the back of the car.
No. Let me just find my map.
Even if someone mentions Khan's name, that would perk Gerhart's ears. Hadn't heard that name for a very long time. He would have thought him being dead.
They know each other.
They know each other. Yeah.
They do know each other, don't they? Fuck, where's my...
They fucking know each other.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
When that crosses at one point, that's gonna be crazy.
What a change of scales as well, like how you knew him versus how he is now.
Yeah, he was like 18 or something, 17. The big brother, essentially.
That's it.
Wait, Khan was the big brother, or was Gerhart the big brother?
Marcus was the young boy that was Gerhart, that was the young brother to Khan.
Ah.
Not true brothers, but like
No, but like
Yeah.
brothers of circumstance.
yeah.
Nice.
Gerhart was like 9 or 10 when he was Marcus.
Ah. Oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah. Very, very different power dynamics.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Card's gonna think Marcus is grown.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Right. Okay. You should now.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
And I'm Laurifer bound. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
You know something, Lord Gerhart, as she's looking at
Yes, sister.
flamer. This might sound odd, but I was thinking about perhaps swapping this hand flamer for a chainsword. Maybe when we get to Bastion Laurifer.
I can attest to their effectiveness in combat. They shred through flesh like butter and hot knife.
Yes. As much as I love this flamer for eradicating the heretic, the Xenos, and the foul demon, it is somewhat limited in its capacity for death dealing, I find. And I've seen how good you are with one. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two at some point.
We'll have a little bit of downtime at the castle. There are many training areas in which Astartes train. I could show you a few techniques, defensive and offensive forms.
Would it be so bold as to ask if I could requisition a chainsword from there?
That would be... Let's put it this way. Mortals don't typically enter Castle Grigori. That is what some would say pushing the envelope.
No.
I will request that we can repair your gear. I don't know how far we can push that envelope, but we can certainly try.
Why don't we requisition something at Bastion Laurifer
Yes.
on our way through?
What I have in mind for myself, Bastion Laurifer may not have. It's a bit of specialty equipment.
Oh yeah, I'm not necessarily disputing that. I'm just more meaning for those of us, and he sort of gestures to himself and Argenta, that may not get much luck at requisitioning things for ourselves at Castle Grigori, that we may stand a better chance of getting something at the Bastion.
What?
They certainly have tech marines that'll help with our armor, especially yours, sister. It looks like it has had its fair share of battle-worn damage. As he looks at the plated helmet that you've fixed yourself.
Yes. It probably could do with a cleanup. It was... I do fancy some of the welding, though. It was... not quite... Mechanicus level or tech marine, but... I'm finding I've got somewhat of a knack. It's all about faith, my lord. I just find that with most things. You just believe in the God Emperor enough and you hit things and stuff just seems to happen.
That doesn't seem to be... I don't seem to have the same ability to do so. The only way I get things done is through perseverance and willpower. But that does sound nice, sister.
You know what it is, my lord? You just simply don't have enough candles. Actually, unclips the magnetic candle and like undoes it and puts it back in her candle pocket.
Oh God! Just
Man,
chuck
if
a
Paul
few
knew anything
candles on.
about, if Paul knew anything about orcs, he'd accuse Argenta of having
It's very
the
close.
orc way of
It's
believing
very
Gestalt,
close.
yeah.
lore-wise.
It's very close. that is the hilarious thing.
The power of belief.
Yeah.
You should see our chaplains, sister. Adorned with candles like you would see on a void ship.
How delightful. Oh yeah, they would definitely. A place to play is a place to pray. Oh, I wonder what the like. No, I wouldn't be allowed in the library, but I can always ask.
Well, let's put it this way. Mortals aren't usually in Castle Gogori, so we're in uncharted waters. What can and can't be done, we have yet to find out.
I've always wondered how the internal machinations work of one of your kind. You know, just in case the worst should to happen. I think it would be helpful if I knew how to repair you a bit more. I've done all right so far, but there seems to be more going on than the average human.
2 hearts, 3 lungs. Self-clotting system, instantaneous. We have enhanced eyes, ears, and senses, taste. Absorb memories. We are... And our cells, when they divide, they do not decay.
Well, I guess that explains how I've been able to heal you. I just fumble around enough, and I do what works with the human. There's enough of you where it seems to do the job. But I would like to do a
learn a
better
thing or
job,
two about it.
obviously.
Highly guarded secrets. For knowing how an Astartes is built, made, also makes one a more efficient killer. Anatomy is made for healing and killing.
Fair enough.
Once again, uncharted waters. We will see. It'd be good to see my brothers again, and it has been over a decade since I've seen Gogori.
That will be interesting to see. I'll be honored for you. I'll be honored to be at a place you value so greatly.
I learned all I knew there. It is what made me what I am today.
It is a place of great discipline. Am I correct?
Absolutely. We
I mean,
live, breathe, sleep, train. That is all we do.
I may
From-
find some kinship in your ways, then.
Gerhart, from your point of view, your time at Castle Gregori is one of those. It's essentially like if you ever join like an initiation, like a sports club or something. It was brutal. It was hard, but when you look back on it, you think, you know, it changed me. It made me who I am, and I went through this, the hardest thing I've ever had to do. You know, I've got that pride in myself for achieving it, but then I've also gone through it with all these other people who've then been raised up alongside me. So it's this strange feeling of, you know, it's a cold and isolated and empty, not empty, but emotionally empty place, but it is full of emotion, and it is full of warmth, not because of what, not because of the actual building, but what happened there and the kinship you have with your brothers. So it's a really unique place for you.
So with that, Gerhart reflects for a moment, and he goes, some of the hardest tests of my life were at Castle Gogori. Inhospitable, cold, deadly. But that is where the brotherships are forged, within Gogori. We train together, eat together. We theorize, we work on strategy. And those who are strong enough to ascend, they become like what I am today. Even though those are the most grueling years of my life, I still remember my friends and my brothers fondly. I do hope to see some familiar faces.
I'm sure you will. I'll take your lead then when we get there. You can best you handle the introductions.
Whatever you do, if one of my brothers wishes to spar, I would advise against it.
Noted.
All right.
A bit of a running joke.
All right. Well, you've seen what I can do with some of your chaos cousins.
Ooh. Them's are fighting words.
I reckon
You are no doubt powerful, Paul, but you would be rolling the dice.
Oh, no doubt. I do not mean to make light of my powers. I simply mean to say that I might be able to last 5 seconds.
Oh, I do not doubt your abilities at all, Paul. But it is not worth the machismo. The brothers delight in a little bit of play, where we don't drink and partake in any kind of leisure. We just train and fight each other. That is our release. Just be wary. It's a different place there. The brothers are a little bit more. Is it? And can I say, like, you know how Astartes are very boom, boom, cut straight edge. That Gogori's a little bit more like. The brothers are a little bit more. Get to be them a little bit. It's more like a brothership, a little bit more like a bunch of jocks as well. They're not. They don't have to.
House?
Like a little bit like
I'm imagining Blue
like
Mountain State. If anyone's watched that,
yeah.
I mean,
but like a training frat house, like an Imperium frat house.
100%.
A sports-focused frat house.
100%. There is a lot of, taking the piss out of each other. I beat you in a sparring match. I'm better with the sword. Well, I'll get you next time. My bolter shots can hit a headshot 3 miles down the road. There's a lot of is it bravado, the word I'm thinking of?
Bravado, machismo.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's still
Billy Big Bollocks.
It's obviously done in an element of stoicism, but they have personalities. They are individuals, and each one is different. You'll find some who join and they hate that element of it, where they think it's trying to appear better than they are, whereas others think that it's that camaraderie that brings the brothership together and unites them and makes them a fighting force. So yeah, there's a lot of personality there, which would be very much behind the closed doors. because obviously when they're on the battlefield, it's
Serious
more
business.
mission focused.
Yeah. So he ends up going. He looks back at Paul while driving. He's like, "Just be careful. Things change in Grigori." And he smiles underneath his helmet, his fangs
We
kind of
can't
like
see, yeah.
peeking out.
Nice.
All right. Nah, duly noted. Besides, it'd hardly be fair. Look at me.
I
All
did see you.
5'5" of Paul.
I did see you throw a fucking tank, Paul.
This is true.
I reckon I was a little lucky that day.
Maybe it was a light tank.
I get it.
Maybe.
It was faith, wasn't it? I knew it.
He finally believed in the Emperor.
Well, by its very nature, Argenta, I am blessed by the Emperor and sanctioned by the Imperium to do what I do.
Ponders that.
Oh, that was a well-timed lightning strike.
That wasn't a lightning strike. In the background, as you are traversing the broken streets of Tora Armis, you do hear a rather loud explosion off in the distance as the rumbling underfoot signals some sort of attack. But it is not close by, and nothing seems to be threatening you at this time.
Does it look like it's in the direction of some hab blocks?
There could be a hab blockiness about the buildings. Sure.
Okay. I wonder where that could be.
But you continue on.
Looks through the window.
I'm sure
I will.
very skilled people doing a very good job.
Exactly. Very skilled people
I'm sure
doing their
I'm
jobs.
I'm sure there's a sound tactical reason behind that explosion.
Pilot. Roll me a pilot test. DN3, please.
I'm not going to complicate because...
You're not going to complicate because you don't need to complicate.
That's right. That's right. That is fucking right. What's the DN?
3.
3.
1 in 6. That's what the DN is.
See? Perfect. Excellent.
Nearly a Wrath critical.
The engine continues to purr over nicely as you drive through the streets. The fuel gauge dips slightly, but by the sacrifice of Sister Argenta, she has given life to the machine's spirit, and it takes you all the way to Bastion Laurifer. As you begin to arrive, the streets feel quite empty. In the far distance, you can hear the sound of rumbling, explosions, the odd las fire. Scatterblast lights up the night sky with red flashes. But as you approach, you are allowed entry. You are in a vehicle designated towards Bastion Laurifer, and you are clearly of the Imperium as a man on the gate waves you in as the gate swings open. I imagine you will get out of the car and you're going into the castle, or is there anything you want to do outside?
No, nothing I want to do outside, no.
Okay. I don't know if we've got Ed or not.
Ed.
Argenta.
The hamster died.
Is it that time of
Because
night
hamster's
already?
been butt fucked. It's getting earlier and earlier, isn't it?
It
with
is
this whole
literally
fucking-
getting earlier
you
and
know?
earlier.
Used to be 10:30 on the dot.
Now it's 9:30 on the dot.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe the
Clearly-
guy wanking and watching the pawns on daylight savings times or something. Yeah, like
Amazing.
pre-daylight savings.
Love it. But you get out of your truck. the large metallic doors that take you into Bastion Laurifer that you've been through once before, they creak on squeaky hinges as the hydraulics try and pull it back, allowing you entrance. As I activate the scene, I hope.
We just got a message from Ed saying Discord being fucky. Control-R.
Did that work? Are you loading?
I'm loading.
Amazing. That's fun.
It's downloading.
But actually, Control R refresh to refresh. Loading Bastion Laurifer 97%.
97. Amazing. We will get there.
When's the last time we were here?
It's been a while. It was when you had your initial conversation with the Circle, not the Circle Council, the Heart World Council. There was Lord Philemon, there was Archdeacon Merrimark Clade. You were all stood around the hollow table.
Yeah.
So it was like the first session. You were in the room with them. So it's been
The first homebrew session.
Yeah, it's been days, maybe a week.
Okay, cool. Nice. We're in.
You are in. Cool. As you enter the bastion and you step confidently through the door into the control room, you interrupt a conversation between Tytrona, Commissar Yareth, and at the back of the room is a younger, more fresh-faced looking gentleman who appears to be in the outfit of the Inquisition.
I wonder who that could be. Seems like a charming fella.
Simon's like little thing was hovering over it instantly.
Just like, what? What's he doing, Pete? What's he doing there?
As you step into the room, or as you walk through the corridor, you begin to hear the muffled sounds of people in mid-argument. And you open the door, and Tytrona is stood across the holotable with the Commissar pointing at various strategic locations. Tytrona just says,
I'm to organize this. What the hell are they trying to do? Commissar Yareth, please. We do not have the manpower to be wasting lives in stupid violence like this.
I understand, Inquisitor, but we have it on good authority, good information that this is the hole that the carrying gang get holed up in. They need to be destroyed so we can get everyone off and out of Tora Armis. There is enough to do.
I'm very aware that there is enough to do, but we cannot get things done if everybody dies. Oh. Gerhart. Poul. Come in.
Inquisitor. Commissar Yareth.
Inquisitor. Not interrupting, are we?
And he's gonna go, no.
Not interrupting. The guard has made a strategic play. Isn't that right, Commissar?
Yes. Colonel Billness has decided the best defense is an offense and has sent out most of the remaining regiments to push back the carrying gang. Hopefully by nightfall the city will be ours. That is what the intelligence has told us. All throughout this, you can also see the floating servo skull scritching away in the background, writing everything down on its vellum parchment. A very, very long pile of parchment has begun to build up on the floor. Clearly, there's been a lot of conversation.
What news do you bring? Or do you need somewhere more private?
Inquisitor, this is
For your ears only.
this requires
Inquisitor.
your ears only. Agreed. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes.
She looks over to the Commissar, who just gives her a Aquila, looks at the three of you, nods, and
Nods back.
leaves the room.
That includes that servitor. This cannot be written down, Inquisitor.
The server skull, you mean?
So, yes, exactly what I meant. Ignore James's dumbassery.
Something makes me think I hate this servo skull for some reason.
I have a foul distaste of this servo skull. Something that happened like 18 months ago. I don't know what it is.
I mean, it could possibly just be because its candles are misplaced.
Yeah, the shape of its skull, it's very meek.
Heresy.
I have a burning desire to tell it to go fuck itself and to be servitorized.
Korea, can you get this thing to leave the room?
The man looks down at his data slate built into his gauntlet, starts typing away at it, and shortly after, the servo skull stops writing and just very slowly kind of bobs along and enters a little vented tunnel that takes him out of the room.
That's handy. I'm going to get me one of those. That would be useful to have.
I am not in the market for small talk. Today has been trying enough, and I may have now made cause to start a war with the Adeptus Mechanicus. I am beginning to second guess my choice of retinue. I cannot be there to bail you out each and every time things get hard. The Gilead system is a system under a knife's edge. Every faction is hell-bent on grasping for power. Doesn't matter which side you are on, which faction you sit with. We need to re-establish a sense of balance, of order of how the Imperium works when we aren't stuck within the fetid warp.
We may have just that, Inquisitor.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, the Mechanicus are against us for the fact that we went down into the very place that you told us to go down. But we knew this, and so did you, before we headed down. That was the price to pay for the information that we have gathered.
Yes. And on top of that, that foul Vakuul was harboring a heretical being. I don't... To be quite frank, if you want to settle power, perhaps she should be removed off the table.
Can I speak frank, Argenta?
Oh.
The stasis
Yes?
coffin belonged to my colleague, Inquisitor Argyle. Whether he did not know the contents of that coffin is not up for debate. Vakuul had been requisitioned to look after it, to ensure its continued workings, and to investigate the architect of it. She had that coffin legally, not heretically.
Well,
How she ended up losing said coffin is another matter, and no doubt is of great upset to her personal pride and decisions within the system. But her ownership of the coffin and the contents of it is not a sign of heresy, sister, and you, as part of my retinue, need to stop thinking in black and white.
Regardless, her ire was drawn due to the fact that we went down into that archaeocrypt. That was at your behest. We did not seek to make enemies out of the Mechanicus, not at all. And I wish it was not as such. However, the news you are about to hear far outweighs the Mechanicus ire. I promise you this, Inquisitor.
She sits at one of the chairs around this the hollow table and gestures with a hand, and the city just disappears back into the hollow table.
Please enlighten me to our latest peril.
before we start, Paul looks over to...
Yes, Ruby, what's wrong?
No. To the fifth member in the room who has not yet been named. I do not believe we've been introduced. Can you vouch for this person's character before we divulge what we've learned?
This is Otto Kriya, an acolyte under my purview for the Ordo Xenos. He's been with me for quite some time. I was studying under me, no doubt wanting to become an Inquisitor of his own at one point. He has thus far been a useful and loyal servant to myself and the Inquisition. I have no concerns.
Paul would nod and gesture back over to Gerhart.
You're a Magenta level threat.
might be just more than just that. More than Argenta. The one above it is...
Black.
Oh, no, it's Vermilion, I think. Vermilion?
And that's galactic-wide, right?
That's like, yeah, galaxy ending. Is it Vermilion? It is...
What color?
Yeah, we'll say Vermilion. I'm pretty sure it's Vermilion.
Vermilion's red.
Ah.
This magenta level threat has the possibility to be Vermilion, Inquisitor. In every way, shape, or form. I'm gonna cut down to it. We went down the Archaeocrypt, and we found technology we have never seen before. Now, we're no Mechanicus, but I know our technology when I see it. We found material from an unknown source with unknown properties, far more resilient than anything I have ever seen. My blade could not cut it. We've seen power cells smaller than the ones on the reactor on my back, outputting far more power that could power entire sectors. Even more concerning, we found a creature within. Looked like a servitor at first. Different. Slender, without bulk, strange. But spoke with a high intelligence. With technology that far surpasses our own. They called themselves the Necrons. They harness some sort of power. Paul, you would be more the expert on what you saw. The power they used on me? What was this?
He referred to himself as a Chronomancer, a paradox architect. Exactly what he did to you can only be described as manipulating your local time backwards and then forwards again to meet us back in the present. We simply saw you act in all of your actions over the last moments in perfect reversal and then perfect forward motion back to the present. Whatever this entity is has a grasp over time itself.
No, I wasn't aware this power happened to me. Though I trust Paul and Argenta's assessment, they both saw it. He's able to manipulate time. His name is Sevrok. They showed us things. Gilead from millennia past. At a flick of the wrist, he could show us 30,000 years ago what Gilead looked like. He knew things that is impossible to know, simply because their kind had been there. They, or from what he says, are the original rulers of the greater galaxies, far expanding Gilead, far expanding what the Imperium currently rule over. They have been sleeping, comatose, hiding away. But their resurrection, be it in a year or 10,000, is apparently something that will come to pass. He is here to resurrect his people, but only because there is a greater threat. A tendril, a finger, bringing a creature or an army that opposes these Necrons, that eat biomass, eat galaxies, stars, planets, people, to feed their strength. Now, I rely on my instincts. That is how I've been trained. This Necron, my instincts tells me he is dangerous, but that's because he is capable. But what my instincts also told me is that he fears what comes. He has tasked us to find this entity, these creatures, this Patriarch, to stop this menace. And if doing so, he won't have to resurrect his people, which he is very certain would destroy ours, if done so. Strangely, he seems rather pragmatic. It's hard to say. He's not human, not biological, hard to read. Paul, Argenta, have I missed anything?
That about covers it. He referred to himself as a Necron.
I did say that.
One of the original Necron tier. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was looking at what different clearance levels meant. What else did you say? The dynasty that he was from.
Something to do with a silent king, their leader, their equivalent to our emperor. Inquisitor, I know that the usual port of call for Xenos and this kind of thing is destruction, annihilation. The only reason I am entertaining what he is saying is my instincts tell me that war with them would be the end of Gilead, which would be the end of my oath to protect this very place. I do not say this lightly. I know danger when I see it, and I see it. He has tasked us to find a device and to use this matter that I have in my pocket to find this creature, to find this invasion, this world eater, this galaxy eater, and kill it before it can spread into Gilead. Trust me when I say I don't believe we could go to war with these Necrons without losing casualties in the trillions. We are spread too thin.
As you said, Inquisitor, life is not always black and white. And in this case,
sexy.
One thing the system has taught me, we may need to bide our time. I do not trust these foul, disgusting Xenos, but I do not disbelieve their words in terms of the threat that faces us. Perhaps we could find weapons that could counter these Necrons. But from what I've seen of the Absolvers, we must focus on what's in front of us for the time being. Perhaps that could be something that you look into, and we can help execute.
And if we manage to remove the Patriarch under our own steam, we at least buy ourselves more time to prepare for their eventual awakening.
Furthermore, I would advise moving against this creature. They have redundancies. Even if he were to fall, it would prematurely raise their people. We are stretched so thin. Orcs, heretics, demons. And the threat of the citrus maledictum around us. You can only stretch so thin before it snaps. I know what I say sounds like heresy, but trust me, I was there. My instincts are flashing, and they flash danger.
She sits through all of this yes, very true, in stoic silence. Paul, being the most psychically sensitive The room develops a chill the longer this conversation goes on. As she is sat there, silently taking all of it in, listening to every word you say. And when you finish, she stands up, turns around, and heads behind her towards a statue. A statue of... It is a statue of Saint Coretta, standing proudly in Adeptus Sororitas power armor, a powerful bolter in her hands, and wings of fire sprayed out off her back. She stands
She
there.
doesn't destroy Bastion Laurifer, because that would destroy the canonical continuum.
Tritona stands and stares at this statue with her arms clasped behind her back.
I am only on Gilead Primus as a professional favor to Lord Philemon. The life of one hive city means naught when the entire system is swarmed with vermin. Of greater concern to me is Holy Enoch, where the ruinous powers seem hell-bent on taking the southern continent of Balthazar. But Lord Philemon would not leave a city on her homeworld to fall to chaos. Thanks to your efforts, and the efforts of many other brave fighting men and women of the Imperium, the Gravedigger forces can be redirected to the Shrine World to battle the horrors of the Cicatrix Maledictum and restore Imperial light. But now, you report to me of even more dire circumstances. Necrons slumber beneath our very feet, and what I can only presume to be a Tyranid Splinter Fleet is heading straight towards Gilead?
That was the directive, yes. The Necrons are here to stop them. They will raise their armies to do so. For the greater good, apparently. But in doing so would plunge us into war with them. From what I can tell, Sevrok does not wish this. If we are able to complete this in-house, so to speak, he's willing to off-put the resurrection of these Necrons. He seems somewhat apprehensive to do so.
Part of me leads to believe that perhaps it's in relation to some of these Necrons seem to be covered in flesh. Something about waking some of them. There's some internal disputes, and some appear to wake up wrong. I think in the short term they would deal with the Tyranids, but that would open up another problem for him, which seems like it would be an even bigger problem for us.
Simply put, we do not have the resources for a war on 3 sides. We are barely containing the threats here already. And the politicking between the factions, fighting it and vying for power. This is grave news.
Well,
what is this device that the Necron spoke to you of?
Paul?
Paul would relay what they had learned.
Nice.
The luminous vaults. I've not heard of such a place.
Sorry. This is me copying out because I, the player, can't remember all the details.
I was gonna say, is that like when players go, my character says, or like, I hand waving.
It killed me to admit that I have to do that.
How dare you? Taking a wrath point.
Well, fucking.
I mean, we didn't get our glory point, so I mean,
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Bloody
It's a
autocorrect
device.
changed the name. My fucking thing.
That's
Something
bad.
Workshop Luminous Vaults.
The luminous
definitely not-
vaults.
It's definitely not a
yeah, no.
naft.
No.
It's a device
Well-
that apparently is supposed to find this Patriarch. The Patriarch apparently is the light post that calls in these Tyranids. Without the Patriarch, the tendril cannot reach the galaxy or reach
The
Gilead.
system.
Yes.
If the Patriarch is dead, the armies cannot be raised. If the armies cannot be raised, then the Tyranids, the Necrons, will not be raised. If the Necrons will not be raised, then we can focus on the other 1,000 problems we have.
I thought my biggest problem was Enoch. Perhaps that is not the case. But I am interested. Gentlemen, Dave, what is your plan? Snapphon seems to have seen something within you. So far, you have brought me nothing but despair. The Imperium is held up by a single thing. Show me the hub. What is your plan?
Well, Lord Inquisitor, we didn't come completely empty-handed. We needed a source of DNA, to which Lord Gerhart cut out a piece. We will be needing some form of container to make sure it remains uncontaminated. Once we connect it to the device, we will then be able to find the source. of
We
this.
were also given a vague location, at least a rough area of where to start searching on Ostia for the Luminous.
Enoch.
Enoch. Second time, Paul. And
I said Enoch.
Enoch, yes. So, Lord Inquisitor, your fears of the problem stemming from Enoch may not be entirely wrong. This may all somewhat be loosely connected.
You see despair. I see hope. We've been given a roadmap. Our plan is to beeline for Castle Gregori, where we will up armor, requisition the needs we need, and make our way to Enoch to find this device. Insert the DNA, find this Patriarch, and cut it out of Gilead before it can become a menace, thus quelling the Necron insurgents. I have not failed yet, and I have not lost hope. For my hope are in my oaths, and they are always strong.
And by the by, if we do find the Luminous Vault, there might be a lot to be learned about the Necrons there. What their technology is like, what their weaknesses are like. If we come out on top of the Patriarch, whatever that might be, we stand to gain a lot of knowledge of our enemies.
These are fine words. And yet to hear a plan. The luminous vaults. Enoch is a large planet. Where could they be? As
she kind of steps away from the table. Rhetorical question thinking as she walks down to the other end.
Well, Lord Inquisitor, they must be old, whatever they are. Whatever this Necron was, they were sleeping underneath this city way before even our kind arrived.
So you are saying it'll likely be underground?
Yes.
Otherwise, they would have been found by now.
Yes.
This is highly probable. But Enoch is mostly bought these days.
Tons of pressure, water, hard to navigate. Hard to happenstance across. Seems like a perfect place to hide something, don't you think?
And if these creatures existed far before our arrival, the planet's geography could have been very different. So when it hibernated, ever since the climate could have changed above it, it could be somewhere in the depths, and I very much doubt that water would be a problem for these kind. They had.
Do you remember, Argenta, the vague geography around the luminous vault as indicated on the projection that the Necron showed us?
I know how to find it.
To infer. Oh.
Hmm?
When I scanned the vaults using my... Oh, what is it called? What's my chip called?
Auspex.
Yeah. When I scanned using my Auspex when I was down in the Archeo crypt, the amount of power, energy, created static, almost like an energy void. We don't need to find an energy source. We need to find static, almost like a hole. So much energy that it simply won't scan.
Would the depths...
Has there been an area
have
that we've not
energy?
been able to map on Enoch?
That would be that'd be a question for the Adeptus Administratum.
Okay. We'd have to examine. Would the only records available be with the Administratum?
There is another.
As she glances, doesn't look around, but glances, her eyes dart from side to side, checking the room.
There are not many in the system that know this. But the Death Watch control a secret base in the northern pole of Enoch. Watch Station Perpetuus. Perpetuus. Watch Station Perpetuus. You must understand that they are a secretive bunch, but work alongside the Order Xenos. If anyone has done extensive scans of the planet, it would likely be them. They would have the resources, the technology, and not the bureaucratic red tape of the Adeptus Administratum.
Perfect.
And who are this Death Watch you speak of? I have never heard of them.
Officially, you never have, and you never will hear of them. But the Death Watch are, some might say, the best of the best of the Adeptus Astartes chapters, brought together under one banner known as the Death Watch. Their unique skills come together to ensure that the mission is done. Yeah.
Gerhart's not aware of this, right?
That's tricky.
You're quite young, aren't you? You're 30, aren't you?
Mm.
Literally just became.
Yeah. Roll me a scholar just to see if like anyone heard it in like mentioned it in passing over a meal or something.
Ooh, that's
Sure,
not bad.
you'd have heard rumors, not of the Death Watch being in the Gilead system, but older veteran, sort of 300-400-year-old Astartes mentioning this noble cause where occasionally some brothers are after noble deeds, after fighting incredibly fiercely, all of a sudden they are taken on a Thunderhawk and often don't return. And some theorize it is about this secretive chapter known as the Death Watch.
Gerhard's helmet turns to Tytrona, and he's just staring intently as soon as she mentioned Death Watch.
Well, that was most elucidating, Tritona. Well, if anyone can help us, I can only imagine the Adeptus Astartes, especially one group such as this. I guess with that in mind, how would we organize transport?
Transport to
Gerhart.
Enoch, you mean?
Well, both Gerhart needs to get his armor repaired at his bastion.
Grigori. Castle Grigori.
And obviously, we need to have transport off-world.
Transport to Enoch should not be challenging. As I understand it, Lord Philemon is shipping in refugees on a near daily basis from the Shrine Lord. No doubt you can acquire passage on one of the routes back. Although I doubt those ships will take you straight to the Northern Pole. The North Pole does not have any settlements, so you'll have to find your own way down. Although I am aware that...
Sorry.
The interrogator, Igni Xenia, she is based out of Watch Station Perpetus. Whether she can... it is interrogator Igni Xenia.
Thank you.
Sorry, what was the watch station?
Watch Station Perpetus. Perpetus.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Well, would we be landing there, or would we need transport there? I could always beseech my fellow sisters for transport on Enoch to get us to Perpetus.
Oh yeah, we do have connections.
As my sources tell me, Argenta, you have burnt your bridges. But no doubt, a kind word here, there, and everywhere will support you. How you get to the Northern Pole, you have to figure some of this yourself. An Arvis lighter, no doubt, would be able to take you there. Requisition what you can, buy. You need to go to the black markets and get a pilot to do things under the radar, then do it. You are retinues of the Inquisition. Think outside the box. Where the bureaucracy of the Imperium slows you down, work outside of it. Remember, your actions are what saves the Imperium. Means to an end.
Understood. We'll find our way. This is a non-starter, Inquisitor.
Yes. I may have burnt some bridges, but we all share the same faith. And I have faith that the three of us will find our way.
On the topic of us being your retinue, we found with the
As you
Skitarii
start
moments earlier-
talking,
Oh,
Paul,
sorry.
you
Yeah,
just
go on.
hear a loud, earth-shattering, deep, bellowing wail coming from the northeast side of the bastion. Just this.
Characters are right there. It's the torture scene.
Oh, I thought the explosion that we heard was the destruction of the Hablock,
That was.
which was while we were out
Don't question it.
before.
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Gerhart wouldn't know this, but Khan would know that the torture scene would have been on the northwest side of the building, where the prison
Then
cages are.
question it. Wait, so there's more screaming here? Okay.
I also don't think the torture scene has happened yet.
Oh, is this you getting your fucking arm fixed? Oh, mate, because remember you failed. You were like in pain the entire
Oh my
time.
god, it's Ruby.
This is you. This is you, Ruby.
No.
Look at Tom's face.
No.
That ain't it.
Ah, no.
No, I was gonna say because
That ain't
in this scene we've gone out to get intel to prove that we're in the sewers essentially.
Okay, we don't know why people are screaming. It's clear. Clearly, we don't know.
Okay,
I think it's the Ogren.
Aw. Aw. My poor guy.
I think it's the Ogren. I think the Ogren's being poked and prodded by Eggsy or Eminem.
Neminem. But you hear this.
But our characters don't know this.
You don't know. But you hear this deep, loud, wailing rumble coming from the northeast side of the building,
Deep
which
and loud would not be
momentarily,
Ruby.
which momentarily interrupts you, Paul.
Like halfway through the sentence, Paul kind of pauses, looks in the direction of the screaming, and will briefly glance between Tytrona and Otto to see if they react to it.
Tytrona doesn't move an inch, but Otto does look back towards the door.
Paul's eyes will momentarily narrow as he's taking in this information. But he supposes it's not important in the grand scheme of things right now. And continues saying, on the topic of us being your retinue there, Inquisitor Tytrona, it would have been useful to be able to prove that we are working for the Inquisition when we were having words with the Skitarii. Is there some token that we may possess in the event that no other avenue may be pursued to show who our allegiances lie with?
Of course there are tokens. The Inquisitorial Rosette opens many closed doors. But I'm afraid those need to be earned. You cannot go around the system flashing a badge every time somebody says no to you. And my concern so far has been the amount of times you have called me when things are not going your way. If I am seen to be overstretching my power, how am I any different to Vakuul, or Lord Philemon, or any of the others who are desperate to take their chunk?
All right.
Once you have shown me your ability to think and not jump for the nuclear option every time, I'm sure you will have earned your rosette. But of course, by then you probably wouldn't need it. And that is when you'll be ready.
He holds up his hands. Is that right? Well, message received loud and clear, Inquisitor.
That is a fair point, Inquisitor. My only concern lies in with this mythical Death Watch. If they're so secret, how do we ensure that they don't, kill us?
The Death Watch are...
Argenta.
The Death Watch are noble Astartes of the Imperium. Are you a heretic? Are you a Tyranid? Why do you think they would shoot you on sight?
Well, I thought their very existence
These are legends.
to remain a
Argenta.
secret. Okay. Fair enough.
I would caution you. If you go straight to their location, unannounced, with a fanfare in arm knocking on their door, I'm sure you will not get a warm welcome. If you prove to them that you are clearly there, in need of aid, to save the Imperium, to do the Emperor's work, They are charged with keeping the Gilead system in check. You will find a way. I do not have sway over the Death Watch.
No, you make a good point, and I think the technology that we currently have would be enough of a token to show them what we're looking to do. If their speciality is Xenos, if anyone's going to know what that device Gerhart has is, it would be them. No, sorry, I wasn't sure if their secretive nature would extend to keeping their very existence secret from everyone. But more for me.
I'm sure if you try and sneak into the watch station, they might find you a threat.
Sneaking's the
Clearly.
last thing I'm able to do.
Well, my first port of call was to cut down the Skitarii before calling you. Whether or not that would have been the right decision remains to be seen. But how I see it is no one, and I mean no one, is going to get in the way of my holy charge. No matter how powerful, my oath is my shield.
I wonder, Gerhart, as a tool of the Emperor, yours is to serve, to fight, to keep the Gilead system safe. Now, as a member of our retinue, the Inquisition is taught to think, to be steps ahead at all times. We have an opportunity now for you to take a pause. What do you think would have happened if you had slain the Skitarii?
We would have been branded heretics and hunted.
Who would have
There
known?
was no talking our way. Well, depending on the surveillance, whether it has been tracked back, who knows? But that was my first instincts. If they were not going to let me leave that archaeocrypt, then they would not leave the archaeocrypt. It's as simple as that.
And if you had followed the letter of the law and complied, what then?
I would not. Then I would be held up in bureaucracy for months and years to come, while our beloved Gilead system falls to chaos and Xenos heresy. I am willing to bend and break the rules when required, if it means saving the lives of trillions.
And so you should. Remember, you are given the right of thought. You have spent your entire lives being led, being told where to go, who to kill, what to fight, who is right, who is wrong. You have a unique opportunity to think about the greater picture. If I slay this human, will it save 1,000 more? A Inquisitor. The system very far from here once designated entire planets exterminatus just to stop the ever onslaught of a hive fleet digging its tendrils into the Imperium. Countless billions of lives lost. But The fleet never arrived on Holy Terra. Was it the right call?
Yes.
This is
We
interesting,
speak
you
and
should think so.
stand Tears a day. Protecting. I am not so naive to know that every life can be saved. The greater good sometimes requires darker acts to enact the greater good. I try to beholden the oaths that I have taken to protect all life, but sometimes by doing so you doom all life. It's a risk assessment. We are taught this from a young age. I talked with this creature. I was there. I spoke with him. The danger he faces of these Tyranids and the danger that their people could force on our system has changed how I think. I will do nothing to stop what is. I'll stop at nothing to stop what is coming. I don't care who I have to cut through. I am not going to let red tape lock me in a cell.
It would surprise you to know that that Inquisitor was branded a heretic, outcast from the Imperium. And
I
yet,
live to serve.
his actions, although killing billions, potentially saved trillions. We walk a fine line in the Inquisition. We are often hated. The simple-minded folk. They are unthinking cattle. They are important. They drive the machine of war. They are the Imperium. But they do not see the bigger picture. You three. You will see the bigger picture. You will do what must be done. I know that. Sorry, Paul, am I keeping you
I bet my
awake?
life on it.
I do not like this shades of grey. But if I have to kill for the sake of the Imperium and its followers in His Holy Emperor's name, I will. If I have to briefly cavort with a Xenos in the aim of helping my fellow man, I shall. But I will never consort or abide by heresy or the ruinous powers. Never.
And of course, it's important to have your morals.
One last thing, Inquisitor. Thought you'd best you know this. As Gerhart stands up, places his hands on the table. Savok, the Necron. He knows much. He knows exactly who you are, what you do, where you go, the power you have, your limitations. Take that as you will.
Not just you, the other key stakeholders of the system as well.
That's implied.
It would not surprise me. The way the Gilead system is at the minute, cut off the head, and the body will die. It is good to know.
Well, I did say at the start of this, we may have a solution for this fractured politics. And if we come out the other end against the Patriarch and at least stop one threat, there might be a unifying element of humanity with a common threat to the system in the name of the Necrons. It may give humanity as a whole in this system some focus, some agreement, some direction. Maybe you're the Inquisitor, but I simply
If
put
I
that
hadn't seen it
information on the
myself, I
table.
wouldn't have believed it.
And you know what? I bet those dirty, rotten clankers would love to get their hands on that Necron technology. Even if just for their selfish gain, they may be willing to help.
Some intriguing thought. I had a similar thought. When the ruinous powers started invading the planets, that all of humanity would rise up and stand against the tide. And yet, the Acropolis...
What you need... Go on.
Don't cut off an Inquisitor.
And
Sorry,
yet-
there was a gap in the conversation.
The Acropolis Perihelion has already fallen. And it looks like Zadir is next on the docket. But who knows? Perhaps people hate metal more than they hate demons, eh?
Well, I think, as you said, we don't necessarily have to appeal to the good and faith in them. Even those faithless have their own selfish desires.
Or sounds like you just need a better PR department.
We've wasted enough time. And I have Ness to see to in the city. Oh, how I long to be rid of Tora Armis. You said you'll be heading back to Castle Grigori. See your brothers.
Yes.
I think this is wise.
I need their wisdom now more than ever.
If I were you, I would look to some of the senior staff in the Bastion. Perhaps with the correct amount of leverage. An Arvis lighter would not be too difficult to requisition. Safe transport to the Bastion. But, as I have explained, you are free to make your choices.
I'll take good advice when I hear it. We'll speak with my brothers. See what they're willing to help us with.
Yeah, I could do with some requisitioning.
Speaking of, Laurifer, how are the stores at the moment? I would like to grab a few things before we head out.
This is a grave digger's bastion. I would not expect to find anything too fantastic. The Colonel has recently sent out a large swathe of the men on what appears to be a suicide mission. But the quartermaster, I believe her name is O'Haron. There are things in there. Just don't be expecting any power assaults.
Argenta laughs.
If you are in need of Alaska, then sure they can support.
We'll be moving out shortly. It's a long way to Castle Gogori. We must get the closest mag train and then find our way from there. Every minute we waste is a minute behind.
Nice. I just need to restock on some ammunition, perhaps.
Very well. Is there anything else?
One more thing. We have direct line to Savok.
Svarok.
I have a...
Getting nerves. Svarok. Svarok.
You've got your voice modulator on.
Oh, sorry, hang on. I forget it's on.
Svarok. Svarok.
Svarok?
If you really want to like pronounce it, it's Egyptian-y. It's meant to be Svarok, but it's Svarok.
Okay.
Svarok.
We have a direct link with Svarok. He's given us a strange piece of technology that allows me to communicate with him directly. Thought it best to share that with you. I have it in my equipment. This is like anything I've ever seen. He warned me to use it sparingly, as it may have consequences to physical health.
May I see it?
Of course. Pulls it out.
Though, it would be worth if we could keep it.
I think we need to.
For the first time, really since you've met her, Tytrona has always had a stoic face, almost unreadable. You pull this item out, and it is clear she has never seen anything like this before. It is completely alien to her.
And this device will let you talk to her? Talk to it?
If you wish to speak with him yourself, all you would have to do is bring his visage to mind. However, he has warned us that it may have physical implications to do so. In the sake of science, I'm willing. Just so you know that what we say is true.
Understand me when I say my trust in you is finite. Not finite.
Broad, deep.
Yeah, my trust in you is deep. I am aware of I am aware of some of the technology that's been seen throughout the city. These creeping creatures. They are clearly of Necron design. I have no reason to doubt you.
Beetles.
They are apparently known as scarabs.
I was going to warn you about
Scarabs.
those. Good thing you already know about them.
It is a
They are
creature I have
watchers.
read about. But I have no intention of putting you in any harm's way to prove a point. What you said, I wish it would not so, but all the cards line up. And if this creature, this entity, this Svarok, if they are saying to use it sparingly, I would not wish you to waste it. No doubt it'll be more use to you. Perhaps in these luminous vaults. Necron technology is anathema. I do not know many humans who would know how to use it.
I've been given strict instructions for this device, at least.
Good. Argenta, Poul,
Yes, Inquisitor.
anything from you two? Or can I return to this folly?
I think that about covers it.
No. Messages received and understood. I just need to pick at some bits before we go.
Then go and walk in the Emperor's blessing.
The Emperor
Inquisitor.
protects.
The Emperor protects.
She turns to Otto at this point and just says,
You can bring the Commissar back in now.
and he will step out. And in they come.
Yeah.
And as he steps in, the Inquisitor once again does a hand gesture over the hollow table, and the battle structure reappears. Broken buildings, the reds and the greens showing which area is being held by which of the factions, and they continue their conversation. Gerhart goes for a little jaunty run around.
He's clearing the fog of war.
He's clearing the fog of war. Where to next?
Think to requisition some bits and bobs, I think.
If you're going to the
Harrow.
quartermasters, that would be where Paul is, so you're heading this
God damn
way.
it. I second guessed myself. I was heading that way, and I went, no, actually, I'll go this way. And wrong.
Yeah. You leave the war room and head down to the quartermasters. It is it's essentially like a large open warehouse type area. There is what's the word of them? Like not a chain link fence, but a barred fence, essentially barring entry, but allowing you to see into the warehouse area. And a solid metal gate allowing you entry. You see a young woman. Her side of her head is shaved, and she's got short, cropped hair that's quite dark, but is fading into grey. She has a few scars across her cheek, But rather than holding a weapon, she is holding a data slate and is doing infantry of the warehouse.
Right. Argenta walks up, and Ed knows what he should get, but this is what Argenta would ask for.
Okay.
Okay.
I am heading towards on a sacred journey. I'm going to require tools to help me spread the holy message.
What was that? Who? Oh,
Of the Emperor.
someone's here.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Servant.
realize someone was here. Let me just. As she steps around and sees you three intimidating individuals, Gerhart standing, what, 7'3" is it? Argenta slightly
4,
behind,
7'4".
7'4", and Poul in his commissariat clothing. She comes through the door and freezes momentarily. Hello?
Don't worry, precious servant of the Imperium. We understand. You are taken aback by the sight of an angel and one of his beloved sisters and our tiny commissar friend. Now,
I'm as tall as I need to be.
indeed.
Are you... When did... sorry, sister. Yeah, please go on. How can I help?
Well, it's how can you help? And we need
That's
to
what I said. How can I help?
Yes. We need to requisition some goods. Lord Gerhart, was there anything you had in mind?
I don't suppose you have an Astartes combat shield back there, do you?
A what? No, sir. My lord, no. We don't have a combat shield back there, no.
That's fine. I'll take a few rations if you have it. It's going to be a long trek.
Oh, right. Of course. Let me just. I'm sure. Must have some rations back here. Ration packs.
To be fair.
DN3 ration packs, please. Influence roll.
Yeah. Influence is in gear. DN3. Okay, cool. Push.
Nice. U-U-T. All.
Well, chiffon for glory for my friends who may be wanting something a little bit more exotic. And shift. Fuck. Right, yep.
Nice. So she hands you over some ration packs. I'm imagining you're shifting for a better result. She gives you 2 ration packs instead of 1. As she hands over this. She hands over this food and kind of looks down at a quite measly looking amount of food for an Astartes and just sort of looks up at you, goes, sorry, do you eat human food?
He smiles under the helmet. Yes, we do.
I cannot believe we've done 14 sessions of fucking Bastion Laurifer, and I've only now found out that the wall was not one you can see through.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Look at this.
You were always meant to see through it.
Oh.
Oh, no, we only ever saw a narrow corridor fight type thing.
Fuck's sake. No, you were always meant to be able to see her, like, her in there doing things.
Khan gets a nosebleed from like instant information.
Just like retroactively, it's come to him. It's like, oh shit! I didn't realize I could see her in that.
That's an extra room.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, they were always
Yes,
meant to
we
be
do.
like, you know, like jail cell kind of like, you know, single bar kind of things that you could just stare into.
I'm
essentially.
imagining like a pawn shop.
Yeah, not too far off that. Yeah, so fuck me for shitty wall making. But yeah, so she hands over these couple of ration packs, but to her, you know, it's quite a lot of food. But she kind of looks up at your massive physique and is like, bit of a snack for the road, I suppose.
Gerhart removes his helmet, places the massive helmet
Look at those eyes
onto the table. Oh, where's Khan's love?
She likes tall, handsome men, apparently.
Yeah. Height mogging Khan.
Height mogging.
Puts the heavy helmet on the table as it kind of like rumbles a bit and tears open the packet and basically like consumes it there and then.
She is
Thank you,
moist at
Trooper.
this. Wow. The way he just ripped open that ration pack. It's bit of it dribbling down on his beard. It's fucking hot.
And those luscious locks.
God, he's got so much hair.
Might need a cold shower.
Damn Skippy. So yeah, Gerhart gets his ration packs. Who's next?
Nice. I thought it was about time we actually requisitioned some fucking food.
That's yeah. Gerhart has
it's
not
not a
eaten
bad
for a
shout.
while.
It's been a while, and even
And-
from the
and
starties, I think
I
it's
was gonna
starting
say-
getting a little bit long.
Gerhart's the one who probably can go the longest without food.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was going to requisition a bolt pistol, but now logic dictates I should get some ration packs because we are about to go on a long journey.
Hey. We can just nick some food from the back. That's a bunch.
Well, I
I
mean,
can smell
they did just-
mushrooms.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna cook up some mushrooms off the back of the train.
Oh, she'd never eat it.
No, she wouldn't if she knew who made it.
But yes, Gerhart does some requisitioning. She stood there, like, mouth just slightly like staring at you.
The sharp fanged teeth can be seen while tearing open
Oh,
a packet of rations.
it's like a Twilight novel.
Argenta snaps her fingers. Head back in the game, sister.
Sorry, I've just never seen an angel before.
Funny if you do get used to it after a while.
But sister, what can I do for you?
Now, I need some help in spreading the holy message of the Lord Emperor. Now, what I am looking for is a simple missionary kit.
A missionary kit?
Yes. If you've not had
Surely you have people spreading the faith when it comes to the Imperial Guard.
Well, I mean, there's fucking the guy that we never developed. O'Toole? Where is he?
Tim the O'Toole Taylor.
Two-Skull. There's Ministrorum Two-Skull. He does most of the preaching. I'm sure you'll be able to get a kit from him. It's not something we really keep in the stores.
Well, with that in mind, I guess
he'll be upstairs if you need him. They've got a little church where he does the sermons, just on the first floor.
Right, God.
Yes.
Would this count as one of my requisitions if I go upstairs to him? Or could I get some rations here? Is it like a once per person, or is it once per sesh?
I mean, it's meant to be once per session requisition. So you'd either
That's cool.
requisition the Ministerium thing.
That's fine.
But
that's
obviously
fine, that's fine.
it's 11
Yeah.
o'clock. You could requisition something here, and then next week requisition something like a little bit gamey, but you could do it because it's technically a new session.
Oh.
You know what? I don't feel bad because it's just rations.
It
'Cause
is just
makes logical
rations.
sense. It is just
Yeah.
rations. Yeah. She would ask for some rations.
Sure. DN3, please.
I bet Tom's going, fuck, they thought of rations. I was gonna fucking do hunger checks too.
No. I am a benevolent god. I'd never be like that.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's a bad
He
roll.
uses wrath. He uses wrath on that.
Yeah,
Imagine saying
sure.
no to a sister going, yeah, the Astartes took the last one,
Oh,
by the way.
yeah. I thought your big friend there had taken the last couple, but I've actually I found another box.
Shifting.
And you will also gain 2 ration packs
Nice.
for shifting. And what about you, Commissar? Can I do anything for you?
I feel like it's probably high time I upgraded some of my arsenal. Have you got any bolt pistols back there? To replace this here last pistol. Or maybe in addition to, maybe I could have 2 pistols, one on each side of my hip.
Bolt pistols are pretty hard to come by, but we might have a couple lying around. Let me have a look. I'll see into it for you. I am trying to remember when Khan requisitioned the bolt pistol.
DN5, was it?
It is DM5. No, I mean like literally when he tried to requisition it, in the sense of is Paul trying to steal the bolt pistol that Khan's trying to steal.
Oh, was to say, what was it?
But yeah, roll me a DN5.
Sure.
Oh shit! Taken because a fucking Commissar grabbed it. I like that timeline.
DN5. Oh, it's gone up to DN9. Oh, it's because I'm sustaining.
Oh, you
power.
are sustaining,
Presumably that doesn't
so
apply.
it does apply. It applies
It
to
does?
every test. So if you are holding those
right,
sustains, because
I mean-
you got to imagine like this is hard work. So you'd be like, I really want a bolt pistol. Like
You're constipated asking for a gun.
Okay, no.
yeah,
to be
the whole
fair,
point
I
of sustaining,
had
you
forgotten.
should be like, it's hard work.
It's hard.
I
Yeah,
know.
no.
I know. Paul
No,
has a very like blasé demeanor, but it's meant to be hard.
No. That's fair. And to be fair, I had forgotten that he was sustaining some stuff.
Okay.
It makes no sense for him to be sustaining anything, knowing that he's back safe and sound in Bastion Laurifer.
Okay.
So he will
So
have dropped them as soon as we got back.
untoggle your sustainings,
Yeah.
then, please.
So off they go. Let's try that one again.
And then a chaos demon pops out of the warp and starts going for you.
Yeah, it would have made no sense to sustain it once we got to Bastion Laurifer.
Yes.
Not there yet.
I'm gonna use the wrath.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
Ooh.
You watch.
Better results.
Yeah, sure. You watch Trooper O'Haran. She heads over to a gun rack, and lined up on the gun rack is just row upon row upon row upon row of lasgun. Then it goes to las pistols. And then towards the end of that, she's running through them. There is one bolt pistol just hung up on the weapon rack. Clear as day to see. And she picks it up, grabs a single bolt ammunition, slides it into the bolt pistol. This thing is heavy as she's doing it, and there's definite strain in her muscles from the weight of it. But she brings it over. And she just says, here are, Commissar. I did check the note on it. It did say it was for a Commissar, so maybe they were expecting you.
The Emperor does provide, after all.
As you say. Bolt pistol. So you'll get a bolt pistol and 1 round of bolt ammunition.
I don't know what the shifted for better result is. I was wondering
Is
if
the
maybe an extra round.
one bolt of ammunition.
That is the
Yeah.
one. But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I was going to fish for, but it already came. It already arrived.
Fishy.
Fishy.
But yeah, there you go. She hands it over. This particular bolt pistol, there's no fancy filigree to it. There's no real unique identifiers, but it does look pretty much brand spanking new, as if it was fresh off the press.
Nice.
Sick.
This'll do just nicely.
Right. Well,
Thanks.
Pops on his helmet. And
don't be a stranger, you hear?
Pops on the helmet as his hair fits into place, and he looks down and goes,
Trooper, may the Emperor be with you.
Oh, listen to that deep mechanical rumble through the.
I'm sure he will be with me. It's already time for me to clock off.
Cold shower as she leaves.
Filthy heretics everywhere.
I just imagine shame.
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 And with the tolling of shame in Argenta's voice as she walks down the corridor, we will say we'll see you next week.
Bye, stream. Goodbye, stream.
goodbye.
Bye bye, stream.
Goodbye.
Bye, bitch.